Hello everyone, it's Cherie. Welcome to my channel. I am going to be working on day 3 and 4 in my December daily. There wasn't a whole lot going on day 3 and 4, but I did start some journals for Christmas to give away to some members of my family. And so I just kind of want to document that. And so I have my little diary page that I've been using. It's a diary page for day 3 and 4, so I'm going to be using that. And then I decided that I didn't want to start day 3 on this page. I was just going to go ahead and do a cute little, just a little decorative page, a little collage page. So I really like this printable, and it says bless this house. I just thought it was really cute. And I think it's Molly's Mantel, if I'm not mistaken. So I will link everything below that I use, or try to remember. And then I have just a pile of Christmas linens printed out that I'm just keeping on my desk, and so I can flip through it when I need to. So I decided to go ahead and just do a little bit of collaging on the bottom. Nothing super fancy, just went in my scrap bin and pulled out some scraps and threw them down, because I'm not getting too fussy with this December daily. I'm just kind of winging it and enjoying the process. I'm not going to stress if everything's perfect or, whatever. It doesn't have to be super fancy. And then these are just some little printables that I've had from Tailor Made Journals, I think is what it's called. And like I said, I'll link that below as well. So I'm just shifting through to try to find some that I might be able to use on this page as well. And it actually comes with a whole bunch of them, but I've used quite a few, so I'll probably end up having to print some more. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out which ones do I want to use, and I went with that one. And then I also have a little transparent sticker that has a little Christmas saying on it. And then my numbers that I'm using are numbers from children's dictionary books, vintage dictionary books. I have about, I don't know, 4 or 5 that I'm just cutting numbers out of and using them. And then this sheet has been in my stash for ages, so I decided I'm going to try to use up this whole sticker sheet throughout my December process. And I only have the tree left now, so I'm sure I'll get that used. So then I turn the page, and then that's a big envelope, and I decided to go ahead and decorate the back side of that envelope. And then these are all Molly's Mantel that I purchased, and then that one is for my kit, my Christmas kit. And then those are just some labels that I had on hand. But I didn't end up using any of them, so I decided just to collage like I've been doing. I've just been collaging on the backs of these diary pages. And I figured I would go ahead and try to use up those stickers on that page, on the back of that card there. So yeah, so just doing some collaging. Been doing a lot of collaging, but I enjoy it, so I'm good with that. So I went with the Santa, and then I inked the edges, and I also stitched all the way around it with my sewing machine. So I was thinking that I would use this sticker and get that laid down. I kind of wish now that I would have put something underneath it, at the top at least, just so it didn't look like it was kind of floating there, but that's okay. It is what it is. I still like it. And then that linen is from little Bindy, one of her Christmas linen packs, either 1 or 2, because I only have pack 1 and 2. I haven't bought 3 yet. I may not, I don't know. So I just stuck some washi down, a couple of strips, and just to decorate the page, add a little bit on there. And then I inked the edges of that number 3 from the dictionary page, and then I just grabbed these little sparkly red stickers so I could write the word day above the 3. And I wasn't sure at this point what I was going to put in the middle of that doily. I didn't know if I was going to write on it or just what exactly I was going to do. I was kind of thinking about, okay, now where am I going to put my journaling, my little vintage diary card that I made? And so I thought, well, maybe I can make a pocket for it on this page, just to give it a little bit of color and, you know, just so it wasn't quite so plain tea-dyed paper there. So I decided just to make a little pocket, and I stitched those papers together, which are actually scrap papers from when I made this journal, which is also something that I'm trying to do. I really want to try to use up as many scraps as I can of my papers. And I went ahead and stuck a doily underneath it just to give it another layer, which I really liked. And yeah, and then my little card fits perfect right in there. So I flipped it over just so I would remember to write on the back of it, so I wouldn't forget. And then I have that picture of the journals that I'm working on. They're actually Reader Digest journals, and I've never really done a Reader's Digest book before, so I figured I'd give it a go. Now, this I'm just showing you. This is, you know, a children's dictionary page, and I decided to use this one because the number 4 and a few of my other ones was missing. I guess I've used it, or I must have used it. And then that there is just like a little, kind of reminds me of an applique with a little sticky on the back. It's super cute. So yeah, so I inked around the edges on that number 4, and then I was thinking, well, maybe I'll just make it kind of like a little tag kind of thing. So I backed it with some scrap paper, and I was like, well, maybe I'll, you know, put an eyelet through it. And that's what I decided to do. And I didn't have any small ones. They are in my craft room, and I was too lazy to get up and go to my craft room to get them, so I went with a big one. It's terrible, I know. But it's fine. Like I said, I'm not getting too fussed or fancy with it, so I'm happy with how it turned out. And then I knew I wanted something underneath it, just so it didn't look like it was floating. So I grabbed a Tracy Fox label, I believe it is. And then I just pulled out some little mini alphabet stickers to use to write the word day above the number 4. And yeah, I went with those. The gray and the red ones are jelly bean soup alphabet stickers, and they're all super old. And then that one there that I used is just from Joann's. I think it was like $1 or something like that. So yeah, so I decided to go ahead and do my journaling, and I was trying to decide, okay, well, what do I want to put on this linen? And like I said, we didn't do anything super exciting those days, so I just worked on those journals, just regular day. And then I decided to go ahead and put that photo of the journals down there on the linen. And I like how that turned out. So then on day 4, just to kind of represent the journals, I went ahead and grabbed some of the fabrics that I was using in the journal, just little pieces, scraps, and thought, well, I'll go ahead and glue these on the page, just because that is pretty much what I did. And my son had also gotten in trouble at school. Him and a couple of the boys decided that they would hold the handles down on the urinals, and it overflowed in the bathroom. So I was writing about that too. And I think that that's pretty much it. I just glue those down, which I like the idea of having that fabric there from those journals, because it will be a reminder, you know, when I look back years to come, I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that. So, and then I also have these numbers from Basic Gray that I've been using, as well as the dictionary numbers. So I'm kind of doing, you know, a dictionary and then one of those. And then I just do my journaling, and that pretty much wraps it up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and y'all have a blessed day.